Batsman.
Chris Toole.
Phil Box.
C Toole.
BT, after he got 123 today.
Without a doubt, Chris Toole. Many fine innings that we've seen him play.
Best batsman. At the moment, I'm going to have to say Shawnee. Hard to go past him. He's a bit of a genius. But, yeah, I'm going to go with De Kretser. Have to go with him, unfortunately. But, yeah.
Best batsman, Sean De Kretser.
Not an easy one. Probably hard to stay at one. Chris Toole would be certainly up there. And Justin Box, I think those two. Seen them play dozens of great innings for the club, and there are many who get very close, but they'd be the two.
Best batsman, I'm going with 3 because I can't make a decision. I'm going with Phil Box, Justin Box, Sean De Kretser, and I'm throwing in a 4th, Chris Toole, just because I can't make a decision.
Best batsman, I'd have to say Bretton Pearce. Not the most technically beautiful, but the 100 he made in the T20 and the 100 against Full Intent to get the ones into the granny, just insane. Nobody else capable of doing what he's done.
Probably playing with Brendan Barry Murphy and obviously Sean with his record, but unfortunately we don't get to see him too often, but certainly a class player.
Bob Prendergast. He was the coach of the team at the time, and he was a champion, Bob. Yeah, good batsman.
My best batsman at Heatherdale is Chris Toole. I'm sure he'll tell us about it himself, but I love the way he goes about it, and he's just a class act.
Sean De Kretser.
Probably Tooley, Chrissy Toole. Not far behind would be Shawnee De Kretser. If you were looking at explosiveness and someone that could win a game take it away from the opposition, probably Clarkey. But you know, there's a lot of them there. You still got boxes, Chrissy Box, Juzzy Box. You got a few of them there.
Greg Box. Chris Toole. Best batsman I've seen would be a bloke called Phil Brown, who played in around about the early 80s, maybe early 80s. Really classy player, only played probably 2 or 3 seasons for us. And he had a younger brother called Ashley who came down, and he was an absolute superstar, but he had a car accident and hurt himself. But he making tons before tea in the ones, he made a ton before tea in one game and then called out to the captain, "Can I go Cavalier now?" So those 2 brothers would be up there.
I'll have 2, Justin Box and Tony Stewart.
Sean De Kretser. Best batsman, pretty hard, I reckon. It's between BBM and I'll give the final vote to Sean De Kretser for his consistency.
G Box. Could smash attacks from the start. So in 10 overs he'd be 60 or 70 in the first away. So Greg Box.
Chris Box. Batted with him at Nunawading one day. He cross-batted a ball straight back between me and the umpire and hit the fence on the full. True story. And the umpire just looked at me and I looked at him and we both looked at our nuts. And gone, how did that miss?
Best batsman, I've got 2. People won't remember this guy, but Ashley Brown. He was a left-handed superstar, and recently Sean De Kretser. They're the best batsmen.
Soggy. Yeah, fruit. He's told me so probably 1,000 times. Can't go past it.
I reckon Sean De Kretser's probably the best batsman the club's had for a long, long time. Even as a junior, he was dominant. I was fortunate enough to play with him when he was basically a kid, and got a couple of 100 in one game. Superstar, and still is.
Sean De Kretser.
Yeah, Anthony Stewart was probably the best batsman I've seen since been down at Heatherdale.
Bretton Pearce, most entertaining. So, go Pearcey.
You're probably pretty hard to go past Chris Toole. Most runs, probably the most hundreds, I'd say, at the club. Don't know that for a fact, but I reckon it's got to be pretty close to it. So for me to be Chris Toole, I mean, obviously longevity and making over 10,000 runs, I think it's pretty hard to go past best batsman at the club.
Soggy, but soon to be brutal.
I've always been turned on by batsmen that do it in grand finals, so it would be John Box.
Probably for the length of his career, longevity, Johnny Cadzo.
Yeah, obviously, statistically, there's one guy that stands out that I know of. He's got the most runs down at the club, but that doesn't mean he's the best bat. But you know, so don't worry about him. Probably the best bat at Heatherdale would be, I think, Justin Box. Justin Box is probably the one who could dominate a game and always would. Obviously, you know, he would smash them and turn a game. So definitely Justin Box would be the one.